So we'll put yourself on, I'll put you on mute, and if you need to unmute for any reason, by all means do. And as Bruce asked, we'll have a strap today and the usual props. Let's start with a comfortable seated position. Just our normal seat where you feel you could rock from side to side, and you could Rolodex the hips forward and backward. And then when you feel that verticality where you're not rounding the low back or hunching forward, where you feel supported with the pelvic tilt forward, back of the hands rest against the thighs. And then lengthen through the waist and the back of the neck. Let the shoulders relax. And in today's class, I want us to focus on stillness. Just like the water on a glassy lake. And in Yin Yoga, a lot of the magic happens by holding stillness in the pose for extended periods of time. Even though we're aware internally, there's a lot moving. There's sensation, breath, heartbeat. So as you feel the breath move through the body, bring your attention to the pause between the breaths. That momentary pause. And as you exhale, let the body relax even more. And feel this relationship between relaxation and stillness. Just like when you go to sleep at night, the body starts to become more and more still, more and more relaxed. And there's a certain point where relaxation and stillness intersect, and you fall asleep. So you can remain on your prop, lean your hands back, extend the left leg out to the left, have your strap handy, and bring your right foot in against the thigh into half butterfly. Bring the right hand onto the left leg and twist to the left. And then exhale, line up the chest with the extended leg, and you can bring your strap over the foot as an anchor point. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can always grab the back of the leg or just hold onto the ground. It's not essential for the strap. The strap just makes it easier when we come into stillness. Resist the temptation to curve the back and drop the head. Keep the chin away from the chest as you push down with the sit bones and extend out through the left heel. Feel the toes curl back towards the shin, so you feel the back of that left leg. Inhale, lift the rib cage, and as you do, Bend the elbows and draw yourself a little closer to the foot, hinging forward until you feel that delicious discomfort. Then feel this relaxation in the shoulders. Again, resisting the temptation to drop the head yet. As you relax, settle into stillness. And in that stillness, feel a sensation in the back of the leg. And as you settle into the pose, one more time, just feel if you can draw the heart a little closer to the toes, toes towards the heart. And now, if you like, as long as it's safe for you to round the spine, you can drop the head towards the knee. If you can, find stillness in the midst of all the sensation by relaxing. When we feel sensation, we want to fidget and pull away, resist, change. Can you be contrarian with yourself? Can you trick yourself into relaxing into the sensation? And notice what changes. Find the stillness. For 3 more breaths. And on that third exhale, simply walk the hands back. Feel that extension. And we'll take that same leg extended, but instead of coming out at an angle, can you bring it directly in front of you and cross the right ankle over the left thigh? If that's uncomfortable, you can always pad it with a blanket or a cushion. And once again, find the strap over the extended leg. So the same leg is going to go through the motion, toes curled back. And as you sit up nice and tall, you might find the hinge has a different range of motion. You might find new sensation now moving up into the buttocks, the glute. And this sensation might be a different challenge to relax into, to become still with. Feel that isometric stillness as you drive out through the left heel. Left toes come back, hinge forward in this half shoelace pose. Can you relax into the sensation? Can you feel that interface where the habit is to fidget and your practice is to drop into the stillness? Almost like you can witness a little battle inside of yourself. Just staying outside of the range of pain, into that pain-free but sensational experience. Feeling that sciatic nerve area. For 3 more breaths, if you can. And on that third exhale, walk the hands back, releasing that extension. Uncrossing the right leg this time, and bending the left leg so that the left foot comes into that right extended thigh. Bring the right leg out to the side, twist to the right, and then start to hinge forward with the strap or the hands as anchor points. Once again, finding that hinge point where you feel your own edge. You might feel the habitual tendency of the toes to point rather than flex. You might feel the habitual tendency for the collapse in the waist. Can you keep lifting the ribs and using that lift to hinge you closer? You might feel a habitual tendency to shrug and hold tension in the shoulders. Can you relax into the stillness? If you feel drawn to drop the head towards the knee, allow the rounding of the back. Look for the stillness in that rounding, that sinking. Slowing the breath down when you can. Three more breaths. Slowly walk the hands back. And then bringing that right foot forward, extend left heel over, preparing for a half shoelace. And once again, notice how the sensations change. Drive out through the heel. And then when you feel that invitation to hinge further forward towards your edge, relax into the edge rather than fight against it. Use the exhale to be a friend here. So sometimes in Yin Yoga, it's about becoming acquainted with the parts of us that we shy away from. Parts of us that feel stiff and sore. But we're not forcing ourselves upon that part. We're simply getting acquainted, not trying to hurt it, trying to hang out there for a moment in that stillness. For 3 more breaths. And then slowly release. Slowly release. And then coming down onto your back, have a block or a bolster handy, have your strap handy. Stand the feet on the mat and bring the kneecaps together just to feel the low back after all that forward folding. And then bring the knees apart for a moment and grab the hips and roll against the hips. Use your hands to simply roll the hips forward and feel the arch in the low back. And then roll the hips back and feel the stretch in the low back. Like you're doing cat and cow on your back. Just feeling those movements. And then come to stillness, bring the knees together once again. Notice how much sensation is created in the low back. There's a knock on my door. I'll be right back. Just stay there with that movement.
Oh, here's your 8. Thank you. I give you 2.
Appreciate it.
Make something extra.
Thank you. Thank you. My kindly neighbor leaving me some eggs. Now inhale, bring the knees apart, lift the pelvis and bring a block or a bolster or a folded blanket underneath the pelvis. And notice how this changes the condition in the low back. Make sure the head is not elevated. So if there's something thick under the head, remove it or thin it down. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. And then pick up that figure four. Grab the back of the thigh or the shin and simply hold your supine swan, your supine pigeon. As much as possible, allowing the arms to be relaxed. If you feel little or no sensation, you can squeeze gently against the thigh or the shin. Getting into that piriformis. Coming into stillness. Sometimes in stillness there's a sense of melting. There's a sense you could literally melt deeper into the pose. Very different from forcing or going against the grain. For 3 more breaths. On the third exhale, release the shin and let the foot drop back, but keep the figure four and grab your strap. Pick the figure four up once again and put this strap around the right foot and hold the strap with the right hand as you elevate that right leg. Drive out through the heel and then grab the left knee. So once again, feeling the back of the right leg extending, driving through the heel, toes curling back. Left hand comfortably squeezing the left knee, not overly doing it. And try to find a way that you can hold the strap without creating tension in the shoulder or the neck. And use that ease in the the shoulder and the arm to invite the right leg to straighten even more. And then slowly bring the knees wider apart so you come into a wide V. Right heel still extending, so there's still that stretch at the back of the right leg, but there's also an added stretch on the adductor, the inside thigh of the right leg. Left knee pulling towards the left with the hand, right hand supporting that right leg out to the side, driving out. Become still. Feel the sensations. Feel the breath slow down. For 3 more breaths. On the 3rd exhale, bring that right foot back over the left knee and drop the left foot figure 4. In the transition of this moment, simply allow yourself to relax. Nothing to do except feel. Feel the sensations in that right leg. We haven't finished with the right leg yet. Bring the strap into that right foot once more. Preparing for supine dragon. Hold the strap or the foot with the hand, the sole of the foot facing the ceiling. The right knee bends as much as you can. You'll feel this in the thighs. Once you've got that right leg stable and still, slowly extend the left leg out. If the left leg floats in the air, that's fine. But don't make an effort to lift the left leg. Simply allow the bolster to support, to hold the left leg. If it gets too much on the left hip flexor, simply bend the knee and drop the foot down to the floor. Keep the tension on that right foot. You might feel a growing heat in the quadricep. Resist the temptation to fidget if you can. allowing yourself to settle into stillness. Three more breaths here. And on that third exhale, releasing the right leg, standing both feet on the mat. Press down with the feet, lift the hips, push the bolster under the thighs for a moment, extend the legs out into supported Shavasana. Notice how the low back feels. Notice the contrast between the right and left hip, the right and left thigh. Inhale, bend the knees, press down with the feet, lift the hips, bring the bolster or block back underneath the thigh. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh this time. Pick up your figure four and simply hold the figure four towards you until you find that sensation that feels just right. Left hand through the space between the left knee and the right leg. If you can clasp fingers, that's a way to allow the shoulders to relax. So there's a natural squeeze rather than a forced squeeze. Bring your attention back to stillness. And this relationship between stillness and relaxation. Where do they meet? Into that place where it feels like that moment just before you fall asleep. Resisting the temptation to lose awareness as you would in sleep. But just exploring that domain, that relaxed consciousness. Notice how the breath slows down in a natural way here. For 3 more breaths. the third exhale, release. Let the right foot float to the earth. Left ankle stays over that right thigh. Grab your strap. Lift up the figure four and then strap up the left foot. Left hand takes control of the strap. And then straighten the left leg to the sky. Heel driving through to the ceiling. Toes curled back. Grab the right knee and let the right arm naturally hug that right knee back towards the right shoulder. As much as possible, allowing the left arm to relax at the shoulder blade. I like to wrap the strap around my hand so I don't have to engage the shoulder blade so much. As you feel the relaxed stillness starting to embed itself into this pose, slowly open the thighs apart. Left leg extends out to the left. Driving out through that left heel. Feeling an internal adductor stretch. Right knee coming out to the right. Right leg relaxed. Right arm supporting that right knee. Getting all sorts of visitors tonight. And once again, looking for that convergence between relaxation and stillness. So you don't want to be in a rigid stillness here where you're grimacing, and you want that natural state. Still alive with sensation, but allowing the yin in our practice to get into that deeper connective tissue without strain. On the next exhale, bring the knees back. Float the right foot down, cross the left ankle over. And just take 3 or 4 breaths here to simply feel. Feel the sensations in the leg, the hip. And making sure you have that strap handy again, bring it back over the left foot and bending the left knee, hold the strap with the left hand, or the left hand can grab the foot itself, either way. And the idea is not to have a straight left leg, but a bent left leg. So the left arm is pulling the left foot down, not with force, but with a relaxation, with an ease, whether it's through the strap or the hand. So this is establishing the first part of dragon pose. The second part is you extend the right leg out, curl the toes back. driving out through that right heel. And because you're elevated, that right leg may float in the air or not. So you have this isometric push through the right heel, and you have the pull of the left hand down against the foot. And there'll be many places in the body that call for your attention right now. Try to navigate into that relaxed stillness. Even though you feel a lot, even though you experience a lot, where is that relaxation? Find that tiny thread of relaxation that winds its way in the midst of all of this sensation. And the hint is the breath. The breath will guide you into that place simply by following the exhale, where the exhale invites the body to relax. It takes time to find that relationship. For 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the foot, bending both knees, standing both feet on the mat. Lift the hips and press the bolster under the thighs and extend the legs. Notice how the low back feels. Bend the knees and bring the bolster from under the thighs. Stand the feet on the mat. Bring the hands out 90 degrees, palms up. And simply sway the knees like windshield wipers from side to side. The next time the knees fall to the left, pause and feel. New sensations. Notice the relationship to the twist. Does your body want to fidget, or could you find that thread of ease and relaxation? If it works for you, turn the head to the opposite direction. And simply notice with that small shift of the neck and head if there's a reaction in the body and the shoulders to tense up. Invite the shoulders to relax. If you'd like more sensation, you can invite the left foot to rest against the right thigh. And feel the weight of that left foot traction out the front of the right hip. For 3 more breaths. Inhale the head to neutral. Release the foot. Bring the knees to neutral. And feel. Exhale, let the knees fall to the opposite side. Feet nice and wide. Notice this other side. New sensations. Invite the head to look back, away from the knees. And notice the shoulders' response. Can they let go and relax? Right foot invites its weight on top of that left thigh. Shoulder blades and hands, back of the hands remain on the ground. Find the stillness. Find that thread of ease. Letting everything be as it is. Using these next 3 breaths simply to surrender to what you're feeling. Release the head to neutral. Release the foot. And rock the knees from side to side. And then roll all the way over to the belly. Stacking the hands under the forehead. Feet wide. Coming to crocodile. Straddle the feet out nice and widely so you have Charlie Chaplin feet. Heels drape in, toes point out. Notice the low back. Notice the neck. Notice the breath. Look for that thread of ease and relaxation. And consider more sensation by propping the elbows underneath the shoulders close enough so that the hands can reach the upper arms. If you have a block handy, you can always rest the head against the block and drop the hands towards the ground. Otherwise, just allow the chin to dangle towards the chest and feel the traction in the back of the neck. Notice the shoulders, how they're responding to this. Can you soften the shoulder blades? Can you sink the shoulder blades towards the low back? And you let everything be as it is. Let the breath be natural. If you'd like more sensation, squeeze the buttocks and press the pelvis into the floor so you stabilize the spine and the hips, and then bring the hands out to the edges of the mat. Fingers point out, thumbs point straight ahead, and then straighten the arms carefully. Let the arms prop you up so the weight of the body is a straight line down through the arms into the heels of the hands. Between the shoulder blades, there's a sinking, bringing the shoulder blades closer together. The chin can gently drop towards the chest if that feels safe and comfortable. Where is the relaxation in this pose? Where is the stillness? And where do they merge? Two more breaths. On the second exhale, release, bending the elbows, stacking the hands. Walk the knees closer together and bend and sway the legs from side to side. Pause as you rotate the feet. Exhale the feet to the earth. Inhale, bring the hands under the shoulders, press up onto all fours. And come through a little cat and cow here, noticing the low back and the neck. And then for a moment, sink back to child's pose. Notice the sensations in the back, hips, thigh. Then inhale, bring the hands under the shoulders, grab your cushion or your block, and come into a comfortable seat. Gently rock from side to side. Grab the hip bones and roll the decks, the hips forward and back. Find a vertical spine. Lift up through the waist, through the back of the neck, shoulders roll back and down, and palms face up. Let the shoulders relax. Let the face relax. Let the eyelids relax. The lips and the mouth. Let those relaxed, soft invitations take you to stillness. Notice your relationship to stillness. Is it restless? Is it okay with stillness? Without any judgments. Just letting yourself be as you are. On the next inhale, bring the hands together in prayer position at the chest. Let the head bow in gratitude. For stillness. That contrast without which all movement would be meaningless. Namaste. Thank you, folks. You can unmute yourself if you like.
Thanks, Laurie.
My pleasure.